more Minecraft Dungeons, and joined with me is executive producer David Nishagen and senior producer Nathan Rose. Thanks so much for coming back, guys.
Yeah,
Love a
thank
little
you.
round of applause there. Now, we're going to be playing some Minecraft throughout this, and there are some secrets, so we might stop halfway through. But shall we dive straight into the gameplay and get some chatting going while we're doing it?
Why not?
I mostly just want to
Because
play.
that's what we're all going to see,
that's the
like
biggest
live
thing.
gameplay.
I
It's
just
just
wanna
hop
play
in
it.
and play the game. Kind of.
Yep.
We're going to just dive in, kind of talk through everything that we're seeing, see some gameplay. We're going to talk about enchantments, so the level and gameplay that we've got here. Right, what are we starting with?
So, obviously, you're now seeing like 2 players, local co-op or couch co-op in couches.
Yeah,
Which is
literally.
good,
Yeah.
literally, which is good. Like,
We've lined it up.
yeah. So you have Nathan here playing the you see his hotbar to the lower left.
Okay.
And then you have to the lower right. And then you also see some world interaction where there is urns and things you can run
Hold
around.
on, there's another one here.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't leave any loot behind. Come on.
Yeah.
Make it up.
Sometimes they give
emeralds.
you like emeralds, like here. That's like a currency you can use in the there's like a hub camp.
Okay.
Yeah, and as you progress in the game, you sort of unlock merchants there, so you can spend those emeralds there to get.
So
new
it's very good
stuff.
for players like me who want to explore every nook and cranny, get as much currency as possible, and then go.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, I mean, Minecraft as a brand is about several different things, and a couple of the things that we want to double down to with dungeons specifically is then that you're on an adventure, and that you should be rewarded for exploration.
Absolutely.
And this is one of those things where you there's a lot of things going on here as well. A lot of creepers. I can just mention as well. You see that bubble?
Yep.
They
Yeah.
place down?
Yeah.
That is something we call an artifact. I can't remember this
That's
specific.
a totem of shielding, I
Oh,
believe.
it's a totem of shielding.
Yeah,
You're
so
right.
it's
Yeah,
the
you
second on the fast bar there.
Yeah. So that sort of protects you from incoming ranged damage.
Pick up that strength potion. Too.
I believe
That'll give you extra-
me and Benny were playing this yesterday as well, you can't fire arrows out of that as well,
Nope.
can you? So
Correct.
you're
It's sort of like
completely protected in there.
bubbles.
Well, speaking
Yeah,
of
yeah.
arrows, so I'm going to load my fireworks arrow. So that's my next item in my quiver. And if I shoot it at these guys up here, it'll do a big area of explosion.
Oh,
Like that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was got a drop. What's that? What's this
And you
button?
got a reserve
As you
draw.
see, you get some loot as you play. These are sort of everything you see there is color coded to you, and it says reserved block. So everyone gets something.
There's no rolling for need or greed in this. It's
No,
yours and
there's
you
like
can have
not
it.
the first guy that runs there and picks it up gets
Exactly.
Damn
Benny,
it!
that
This
was
is
you,
like my
Benny,
entire
through and
philosophy.
through.
Is just like run ahead, get all the loot before anyone else. It all works
I
out.
can't pick up your loot and vice versa.
So this is a brand new level. This is the first time we showed it. Oh, well, it's
Well,
been
we had a look
fantastic.
at it on Inside Xbox, but we're going a little bit further with it today, aren't we?
You can kill the
Yeah.
sheep.
Oh, do we kill the sheep?
Must.
You kill the
can.
sheep.
You can.
What do we get from him? Wait, hold on, let's just see.
Do we get wool from it or
Stop
mutton?
running away! Don't run
Sometimes you
away.
get food from them.
Yeah.
And that's like similar as in ordinary Minecraft.
Yeah.
We try to use as many.
this way.
You can actually go up there and explore a bit.
You
if
wanna go
want
up here?
to. Yeah.
Okay.
Check it out. If you want to, you can also bring up the map
Yes.
so you can see a bit how it.
Just the over.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, just the overlay.
Oh, yeah, we got
yeah.
support
So there
right
you
there.
see the map and how that sort of looks. So you can see that it's a bit of a maze. This is procedurally generated
no
to some
structure.
extent, not everything. So there's like a key start and a key end,
Yeah.
and a couple of gates that you need to go through, or key objectives.
But
or
the
what
rest
you
of
want to
it
call
is
them.
just generated as you load in, so it'll be a little bit different every time.
Quite a bit different even. Definitely, all the areas that have like little secrets and little things to discover. Those will sometimes be there, sometimes not. So you'll
Okay.
need to run around and explore a bit. Find
How
them.
much work goes in the game behind the scenes to make a procedurally generated game like that?
Oh, there's a lot because it needs to, or it's easy to make everything procedural. That's fairly easy.
Okay.
But it becomes really boring.
Okay.
Right? But
for
honestly,
yourself,
right?
this looks great.
So we've done a sort of a middle way here where we have it set up as, we call them tiles, like the rooms that are handcrafted to be a bit beautiful and also have interesting gameplay. And then we put these rooms or tiles together in a random order.
Yeah.
And then we sort of fill them with a bit random things.
Okay.
So it's a bit a good middle ground. I
It
think.
sounds very familiar, if I may mention another game, it sounds very familiar to Binding of Isaac. And that they get specific rooms, and when you load in, it'll be randomized which ones connect together. Yeah.
So I know, they died.
No.
Hold on.
Why do you have to say that?
Benny!
He's just hanging out for a moment. Let me
Right.
revive him though.
You're
You're
Yeah,
just showing off
revive
gameplay features,
Yeah,
aren't you,
exactly.
darling?
This is
Yeah.
how you revive
This is what
if you
happens.
somehow get taken down. So.
So, and some of you may have seen that totem that I placed down, which was a healing totem, which evidently didn't work that well for Benny. But he does have
too
a
late.
backup health potion if he wants to use that. There we
There you
go.
go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Full health.
While we have a free space right here, should we look at some of the enchantments really
Oh
quick?
yeah, let's do. Let's kill.
Okay, let me get rid of the creeper.
And
All right, so let's come back over here so that nobody
Okay.
gets in our way. Check out our inventory really quick, and I happen to have one of our unique drops, Nightmare's Bite. Let me equip that,
They look
and then look at
pretty
the
good.
enchantments really quickly.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I can mention this as well then. So all the items you find in the game, everybody can equip everything.
Yeah.
We don't have any classes or anything like that. So because you don't have that in Minecraft. No classes, no abilities.
Just if you can find diamonds, you can put them on.
Well,
If you find
di-
gold, you can put them on.
Wearing gold would be slightly beautiful, but
Yeah,
slightly
exactly.
awkward,
It
right?
depends if you're having a bit of a fashion show, you put the gold on.
Gold
But if
and
you're going
diamonds.
out raiding,
Okay,
you want to put
okay.
your diamonds on.
If you're very lucky, you might find like diamond sword or diamond pickaxe, maybe.
Yep.
And everybody can equip that.
Yes.
And to make sure we have a lot of depth in the system here, I mean, it's supposed to be very accessible and
Right.
approachable, just easy to pick up and go.
Yep.
But there's a lot of depth under the hood here, right? So every of these items that you have randomized set of enchantments. So
And
this one has.
I really like the fire aspect, and then we're mixing that with poison on this particular weapon. And then I can choose between Echo, which does an additional hit,
Yeah.
or has a percentage to do an additional hit.
Yeah.
Sharpness sharpens your weapon up a little bit, does some more damage. And smiting, it does feel like we're getting attacked by
Yeah, no,
controllers by everybody.
that's what I was just
So let
thinking.
me do that.
Yeah.
We'll get back into the action. Yep.
Oh.
and you're,
yeah.
You're already
I'm
in the
dead
action.
again.
They like. Oh, you know what?
yeah, you know
Night's
what happened?
falling.
Night's fallen.
So let's kind of let that fall for a little bit.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Well,
Okay.
I do have a health potion, and I'm pretty
believe
strong.
this.
So
Alright.
anyway,
Not even a menu
you've seen
thing.
that it's gotten a little bit darker in the level. We have creepers coming out,
And we know
baby
what happens
zombies,
at night in Minecraft.
and that
Yes.
continues to
Yep.
that continues to fall until you revive everyone in your party.
Yeah, exactly. Monsters
And
spawn
then
in the dark.
sunlight
Yep.
comes back out. Let me drop my healing totem. We can give you a little bit of health. Oh, you did use your potion.
There
Great.
we go.
Yeah, and there you saw.
And then we'll go in the dungeon.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
I think that's really exciting. So even with all, so even your exclusive items, you've got the ability to adjust them and change them
Yeah.
throughout the game.
Yeah. Yes.
So
And
are those going to have random enchantments as
Yeah.
well? Even
Yeah,
though
yeah,
it's a unique item? Oh, wow.
So if the unique items, they literally have one very strong innate property to them. So the Nightmare's Bite that you had
Yes.
equipped now, that has like poison cloud effects. So sometimes when you hit mobs, it does a poison cloud that poisons them over time.
Right.
We got some TNT.
Oh, I
Oh,
got
so
TNT
let
over
me-
there.
Yeah, go ahead and throw that. I'll get out of the way.
Benny.
Okay.
That,
Yeah.
that
That's-
was,
Get out of the way.
did you
There we go.
throw dynamite at one spider so you could melee
No,
a chicken?
I threw it at the chicken.
You know,
the chicken just
he's-
approached me.
He
And
is
so
kind of
you had-
squishy. So
Yeah. You see why I love that weapon? It's so good, right?
Oh.
It's really, really fast and has proc-based damage.
Uh-huh.
And it procs the poison cloud
Oh.
as well.
Benny, you need to heal. Benny, you need to heal.
All right.
There we go. There we go.
that's
Yeah.
okay. I got him. He's good. He's okay.
I got
On the
him
healing
as well,
totem there again, right? You see the
Oh, enchanted
enchanted
creepers.
spiders?
Uh-huh.
They're like big and purple.
Mm-hmm.
Those are actually enchanted by a mob.
It's
Surprisingly
the
called.
guy with the book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough,
Book
they call
dude, I
them
think you call them, right?
enchanters.
Enchanters.
Enchanters
oh, I see you've done that.
Yeah, we're very clever.
God, you're
So
clever.
that's why we want to kill them first if we see them.
Absolutely.
And it does give. They do pretty much. They give some randomized properties. Sort of same enchantments that you as a player can have. So sometimes you see them mobs then with double damage or fast attack, or spiders with a multi-shot that shoot several webs at you instead of one. It's kind of funny. But they also get a bit more health and general damage.
Okay. So it's like a sort of mini boss. Not what
Yeah.
I mean, but they're a bit tougher than everything else on the
Yes.
floor.
And some of the things are horribly annoying. Like if you have an enchanted creeper as an example, you need to, kill them before they blow up.
And they can
And
enchant each other too.
Enchanted enchanters,
Yes.
obviously.
Goodness.
Yeah.
They sound like the witches in actual Minecraft. Those will always be the ones. If I see a witch, they need to go first.
Oh yes.
One thing's wondering is what makes Minecraft dungeons different to other dungeon crawlers that other players may have experienced?
Yeah, so I mean, Dungeon Crawlers is certainly, it's one of the key inspirations. But we also take a lot of inspirations from other games and other genres. I mean, you mentioned Binding of Isaac, great inspiration, we love that one. But also, we want this game to be fun to play with your friends. So we've taken a lot of inspiration from like modern co-op games and tried to use a couple of mechanics and things from them to inspire us to do this a bit differently. But I mean, if you compare it to more traditional dungeon crawlers, we don't have any classes. We don't have any abilities. When you level up, your character doesn't get better in any way. The only thing you get is an enchantment point earned.
You
So you
timed
don't
that
freeze
incredibly
spells.
well. That was like, you know, when you level up,
Yeah.
you don't get powerful. You get something.
No, maybe we can time that just right. No, that was pure coincidence. to be honest with you.
But that's the only thing you get. With these enchantment points, you can enchant your gear
Yeah, so it's
to
like
make
free
it better.
specking in like melee or health or stuff like that. It all goes onto what you're wearing and how
Yeah.
you fight.
Exactly, right? So there is nobody has more health or get new abilities. Everything you find, what we call the artifacts in the hotbar there, you can change them and re-equip them on the fly. Everybody can equip everything. You can equip multiple of the same thing if you want to.
Okay.
And that's quite different to other games in the genre. They tend to have a very, very well controlled, but it's actually quite controlled progression. What you're supposed to do when it's a lot of thought that goes into balancing that.
Sure, absolutely.
Go ahead and open that. I'll let you do that one.
Oh, here we go. It looks
nice,
nice,
shiny
shiny.
chest.
That's the thing.
It
Yeah.
is.
Right. Oh. Okay.
What you get? Longbows? Yeah.
Oh, Benny, look, you've gathered loads of lovely things, and now I'm going to play it with everything you've picked up. No, I want this. I want this one. No, I want this one. I would just want you to stop.
You can go ahead and join in. Join back in, Benny.
I want this character you've been working on.
So should we just join in? Okay,
press
just
A.
press A.
Press A.
And again.
And there you go.
Cool, you get
So
a
tell
long.
us about what just happened, because Benny just pressed a couple buttons and is now in the game.
Yep.
That's going to be not just built for today. That's
No.
what co-op is like going to be in the full game.
Yeah.
That's fun, right?
Yeah.
So it's that
4
simple.
players.
Whenever anyone hops in, if you've got couch co-op, you can just do that.
You can pop in, pop out, just like that.
Yep.
But
now we have
unique
set up
about-
a character,
Yeah.
of course, right? So you
Yeah.
have some stuff on it. So you can't. If you just hop in, you'll be like, you won't have any stuff.
Yeah.
So you will
You'll
be
just
like
have nothing. You'll just be
Yeah.
sitting there, guys, going like, please help me and
Yeah.
kill everything.
And that's actually a point, right? So that's one of the differences to, say, other games in the genre or other games that have a big focus on long-term progression. How do you make a level 20 play together with a level 1, someone brand new? Here, you can just pick up and equip everything you find. So let the high level or the well-equipped player lead the way, get some loot.
Sure.
Pick it up and equip that. And suddenly you just whoop on
You're
the
back.
same
You're back
level.
on the level
Wow.
playing field.
Do you want to talk really quickly about, so I've separated the characters intentionally. Do you want to talk about the grouping mechanics? So see how I don't have an aura underneath me?
Oh.
When we come together, though, so if we can all come together.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I never even noticed that.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
a specific thing?
Yeah, so
So
the
if I
red.
go back over here,
yeah,
I
exactly.
lose
The,
it.
the colors like symbolizes different buffs, so to speak, different
Okay.
bonuses. So, and that's dependent on the type of armor you have equipped.
Sure.
So one of these armors have a bit of a damage boost. That's the red one. I think the blue one is the speed boost.
Yep.
Oh, you did a little puzzle.
Yeah, so there's
I just want
puzzles,
to point out,
yeah.
what was that just happened? Is that like a secret puzzle that's happened?
It was a secret puzzle, so if you see these switches around the levels, it may open some doors. This one did, and as we go inside, we'll see that there's kind of...
Oh, Benny,
what
you
do we
can
have
use
a
that
name
now.
for that chest? I mean, is
This
The
is
best,
call it a
best chest.
an obsidian chest? I don't know.
The deluxe chest, I think, is the internal name for it. Right?
Oh, somebody
Okay,
got a
someone
named
got something
legendary.
right.
We got the archer's armor. Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I did.
You did?
Nice.
Me again.
Nice.
Sorry, Benny.
Equip it.
So it has a name. It has a yeah. Oh, look at that.
I literally just did what I normally do when a big chest opens and just started spamming
get
loot.
everything.
Yeah, it's like you couldn't take it.
And I was like, oh wait, that's
Aw.
what.
And also, like, everything you pick up is yours, and it stays that way, persistent, right? So,
Can you trade stuff at all, or is it just like so it's your loot and then that's what you have?
your loot, and it's yours. And as you pick up more and more stuff, obviously, you'll fill up your inventory with more and more things. So we have a bit a salvage mechanic, right? So you might not need...
There we go.
You get better and better stuff, and the old stuff is not going to be useful anymore. So you can salvage that and get some emeralds from it. And if you had invested any enchantment points into it, you'll get those back as well.
Okay.
So you can reinvest them in something new and fun.
So I want to talk about the fact that we had a chat on Thursday on Inside Xbox, and we heard that the game is coming in April. But how long has this actually been in development behind the scenes? And specifically, the one thing I want to know is you've got Minecraft. What day did someone come in and just say the words Minecraft Dungeons, and you decided to go with it?
Oh, that was a long process. It's been in dev for about 3 years, I'd say. And the funny thing is, it actually started as a 3DS game.
Okay.
Right? So we wanted to
Interesting.
do something that you couldn't do in Minecraft. And that means you need to focus down on a couple of things, not do everything, obviously.
Sure.
So the things that we wanted to focus on was adventure, exploration,
Yeah.
and combat.
Yeah, I think you ticked all
And
those
then if
boxes.
you think of that on a 3DS setting, I mean, okay, top-down makes sense. Dungeon crawler style loot collection makes sense. You're on an adventure, you're exploring, and there's a lot of combat. And then, so we started sort of building that, and it quite quickly, figured out that, this is kind of fun. What if we put it on a PC? And then what if we put it on console? What if we added multiplayer? So we gradually
Started
grew.
adding elements. Yeah.
So there was never a specific plan on like, we're going to do a dungeon crawler because there's a gap in the market or anything like that. It's based on the things that we wanted to accomplish, adventure, exploration, and combat, and a genuine passion from the dev team. This is a genre or a playstyle that we really love. And the same goes for Jens, the chief creative officer at Minecraft as well. And he
I
also
died
really
that time.
loves there.
Oh, I've got you.
I see it happens to anybody, Benny.
Yeah, I know. I'm not
Just
the only
you.
one. I have
Good
died
luck.
twice, which is pretty impressive.
Is that a llama we have with us?
Yeah,
I
so
just called
Benny
my llama
used his
around.
wonderful wheat, which is his Y button, and he summoned his llama, which actually acts as kind of like an archer. Those ranged attacks on enemies, you'll see it spitting at the enemies, actually.
I mean, that's what they do whenever you go up to merchants and
Yeah.
you do a bit of an attack. They get a bit spitty, don't they?
Or if you just go up to a llama in real life, it's...
You think so?
Well, last time I went and saw a llama, it spat at me. Well, no, that was an alpha.
You reveal the most amazing things about your life whenever the camera's on, and I applaud you for it. We learned the other day that he had his 7th birthday party on a big old boat. Honestly, I don't... It's just, you're a character.
It's a small thing. I've got to also ask, we talk about the llama and the way that we kind of progress. You get enchantment points when you level up.
I'm dead now.
What are the ways a player's going to progress throughout Minecraft Dungeons?
So how you progress through it?
Yeah.
So there is a high-level story to all of this, right? We have on Minecraft.net, you can probably find a link to our intro cinematic that sort of sets up the story. If I summarize it, there is a lone little Illager that wanders the land searching for a home. He doesn't find a home, but he finds the Orb of Dominance. It's a cube, obviously, but it's a magical thing that corrupts him,
Okay.
turns him evil, and now he wants revenge and wants to conquer the lands. And you and your friends are heroes that are out to stop him.
Gotta stop it.
So it's not a very deep and complicated story, but there's a very clear goal. You want to save the villagers and rescue the lands, and you have an antagonist that you need to defeat.
Absolutely.
And from there, you sort of progress throughout a range of the levels or missions like these,
Yep.
Yeah.
on the way to defeat him.
Okay, and also I've got to ask, Nathan, what is your personal favorite part about Minecraft Dungeons?
Just how kind of the game really comes together when you're playing with friends. Sitting on a couch, just 4-player co-op is so much fun. Even 2-player. But then kind of even by itself, just going through and exploring a lot of these biomes and levels, it's just seeing a lot of the Minecraft characters coming in, creepers and all that. It's a lot of fun to play. You just get lost in it.
Well, that's the thing that I think I've enjoyed the most is spotting things that I recognize from the game. I must admit, I play quite frequently.
Yeah.
But then also those new characters, you say the enchanters that are going around, and the fact that this looks similar to biomes we know, but there's also there's like a new touch to it as well.
So there is, if we go into a little bit of how the sausage is made, it's literally like So what do we need when we do the genre of the like
Where are we?
action
There we are.
adventure / dungeon crawler style of gameplay? Okay, so we need pets. So we need
Yeah.
a melee pet. Okay, wolves.
Yep.
Wolves are really
Yeah.
cool. They exist in Minecraft.
Yep.
People understand what they do. We don't have to explain it because you just know it. We need a ranged attack pet.
Yep.
Enter the llama.
Right.
So we take the key design elements that we need to make a good game, see if there's things that are available in Minecraft that we can take either as they are or do slight adaptations. Like the Enderman is a good example of an adaptation that's kind of tricky.
Yeah,
right?
he's in the
Because-
player bit here, and he like pops up around the map, and the screen all changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, how? But that's like
He's
in
even
Minecraft.
more intimidating somehow. Yeah.
Thank you. I take
You're
that as a
welcome.
compliment,
You
right?
should
Because it's
do.
really, we spend a lot of time and effort figuring out how do we translate this, right? In Minecraft, there is a mechanic where you look at him and not.
Yeah.
But that only really works in a first person or third person with a over-the-shoulder camera.
Oh, I'm dead.
But if you're
I
in
got
a
ya.
top-down environment, you don't really look at things.
Yeah.
We'll ignore that happen.
Just
I got you.
Yeah. And then some of the things that we needed was also like, okay, so we need a mob that has a bit of toughness to it.
Yep.
It moves around and spawns enemies. Do we have anything like that in Minecraft? It's like, no, we don't. We have the monster spawner, which is fixed and spawns mob, and has, So if that happens, and if we find a gameplay need, then we go into like, how can we create new things
Yeah.
that would fit into the Minecraft franchise, and we do it specifically for dungeons?
yeah.
If the Minecraft team would choose to, they can bring it back into Minecraft if they want to and if we think it fits.
Yeah.
But everything we design for dungeons should be designed in such a way that they could.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like one of the things as well as I really enjoyed in a couple of the demos that we got to play at Gamescom as well is like going up against the Enderman and like having these
Yes.
really epic moments and kind of like boss battles
Yep.
that you're going to have, and I think that's going to be a really fun part of the game.
Yeah. No, I think so. And it's also by using these things. I mean, Minecraft is a quite big game. I mean, it sold 100.
The biggest, arguably,
the
isn't it?
biggest, it is, yeah. 176 million units sold.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is that legendary? hold on.
All right,
That's
what you
not
got?
mine. I think that's
Oh, you got stuff.
Oh.
that's yours.
Oh,
Highland?
someone got something fun there. Unique of some sort.
Oh no, where's the? Ah, it's the wrong button.
Up.
Oh,
Is it up there?
there we go.
One more.
What did I
There we
get?
There
go.
you go. Hold on.
Back one. One more.
Bumpers.
The armor tab.
Yeah, bumpers.
There
we
we
go.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Highland
you actually had a
armor
couple.
and-
So you just picked up that one
Don't
there.
take that one.
133
Put that on.
health, gain
Yum.
speed.
And
And show
Oh, yeah,
that
they-
changes your look right
Yeah.
there.
Oh.
And then you see the properties of that one. The special property of that arm is that you gain speed after you do a combat roll.
Uh-huh.
So try it. Like,
So,
beat
yeah,
to
let's-
back out.
Okay.
Back out.
And then you do a combat roll, I guess, and then
Oh,
you
yeah,
see.
I glow, yeah.
So you
Right,
become
how
a little
do you
bit
do the combat
faster.
roll?
Well, and
So
speaking
that-
of
The
kind
right
of you are what
person.
you wear, he just changed his look completely, and his kind of purpose within the team as well.
Ah.
Yeah, because he had like kind of a wizard style robe on that was, and now he looks like a proper soldier.
And then we try to make it a little bit like what you see is what you get. If it looks like a heavy armor, like a plate armor or something, yeah, you're good at taking damage.
Yeah.
Right? If you look like the wizard or the magician,
Yeah.
that reduces the sort of timer on your artifact, so you can use the abilities more often.
Sure.
Like that feels like something a magician would do. If it looks like something an archer would wear, you'd be good at shooting arrows.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So we try to tap into that as much as possible. We don't need to explain as much. You should just understand it.
Yeah. You should be able to just pick it up and go, oh, it's Minecraft, but it's
Yeah.
a dungeon crawler, so
Yeah,
it just fits
right.
together.
So it's like, oh, we need to have a mob that runs towards you and then explodes in your face. We have one of those. Almost everyone
Yep.
understands what a creeper is and how it works.
Absolutely.
And that's a wonderful benefit.
From my experience, they seem to kill me every opportunity.
I mean, you
Oh,
could have...
there's a
Oh,
piggy bank.
piggy bank, piggy bank. Go
Oh.
get it.
So
Oh,
the piggy
oh,
bank is
get him.
obviously running from us.
Oh, no.
Okay.
We
And you
can't
also
chase.
have-
We had to all go chase. Oh, there's
There's an
Oh,
evoker
crap.
there.
So
Where'd
that's
he
one
go?
of our
Where'd he go?
event
Where'd he go?
bombs, right? Yep. Oh.
Oh,
Are you
now
guys-
you're.
Can we?
This is a lot of things happening.
no.
Okay.
Oh, no. Right, you can
Okay.
do this.
You can do this. You can
I
do this.
know,
Let
I'm-
the team
I don't know.
down.
Maybe. There's
The
a lot of
evoker
stuff
is
going
pretty
on.
tough.
Ah!
The pig's by me.
Oh, no! But we were meant to do this to show what happens
Yeah.
when everyone
When we all-
dies.
I can also say
Right.
this is one of the key things we also want to do in the game where we don't want to punish if this happens. So you're just brought back
in.
into the game
Oh, there he
fairly
is.
There he is,
quickly
there
in
he
the
is.
same place, right?
Okay,
So you're all
let's
back again and
use
good.
this. Yeah. I want to use
You got
this.
him?
I just got, I think I just
look
got a
out.
really nice
Oh,
sword.
stay out of the...
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah, okay.
but no,
So-
he's still alive. There he is.
Exactly. So you need to take out that evoker. It spawns these
Oh, then we got
fangs
these
in the
guys.
ground. It's like a mini boss thing, right?
Have a laugh.
And we ding.
There we go.
No, he's
And you
still
take
over
out-
here alive. No.
Yeah, take him out. He's over
He's over there.
to the upper right. Almost
Okay.
down.
Oh, and he's got a little
There we
health
go.
bar at the top as well, so you
Go.
can see that there's
Nice.
a big mob you need to work
Wait,
on.
I think I just got a legendary sword. I've got a let me just flick the
Hawk-Brat.
Hawk-Brat.
That looks
All right,
good.
so that
All right.
increases your critical hit chance. And it's a big, slow, two-handed sword,
Okay.
right? So that one gives a bit of a, you know, if you have a
Bit of a-
critical hit with that,
Is that like, you get the
Just
same
said
word? I like it.
yeah. And here you see, as we cross this bridge, we'll go into a slightly different, we call them stretches. It's sort of different types of procedurally generated content. So it's still rooms that are stitched together in a randomized fashion.
Well, and speaking of, too, still, sorry to interrupt, but since we're still in development, we just, we haven't quite tested this area
yeah.
quite yet. So.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
But this is also the first
Oh,
time I've
yes.
seen this area of the map.
And Enchanted chicken jockey.
Oh, yes,
Obviously,
that's
of
always,
course.
that's
No, but I mean,
fantastic.
that's also something we try to do. Like these enchanter mobs, they can enchant anything. They can enchant sheep.
Anything that's walking around,
Yeah.
get 'em
Everything
and
that's
they'll,
moving around,
they'll come
right?
fight you with it.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
And
it's
as
got
you see
buildings
here,
in it.
we're in a sort of like burnt down village area-ish. So I think around here is probably a good time to not
so.
reveal too many secrets.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
So
There's a big
sadly,
secret
it'll
up
be-
ahead. We
That is all we have to
don't want to
see,
show
yeah.
too much.
That is so much fun though. Like every time I picked it up, whether it's at Gamescom, whether it's on the show floor at XO19, and for anyone who's coming down to the event, make sure to go give it a go. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I've absolutely loved it. The first time I've seen it up until right now. And to hear that it's coming to Xbox Game Pass in April as
In
well.
April,
yes.
You must be all absolutely buzzing. You say there's a couple things you still need to test, but... A
couple?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just a couple things. Are we nearly there? Are we nearly good to go?
Almost
We're
there.
really close.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
That must be one of the most exciting things coming up to the launch of the game, is going like seeing it all come together and seeing players
Oh,
get their hands on
hold
it
on.
for the first
Yeah.
time.
Absolutely. And it's also like having the opportunity to be like in shows like this and getting the hands so fans can try it and play it.
Yeah.
That's one of the best and best and most scary
Yeah.
things you can do, right? Because how will people react? It's all good and proper to see like trailers and show videos and but when you see people touching the game, it's like, oh, they're doing it that way. We didn't think about that.
Yeah.
And doing that in time so you can actually see some of the things we have in the demo that's available here is like, okay, we know that this is really a weird experience.
Yeah.
So we have already looked at that feedback and improved certain areas of the game. You can't do that without having like player feedback.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's important to us to like keep close to the community
Yeah.
and like listen
And what a
listen to that
community you've
feedback.
got behind
absolutely.
Minecraft
No,
as well.
absolutely.
It's so wonderful.
Could we also get a big round of applause to Dave Nathan as well for just kind of bring the game
All right.
to us? It's been so much fun.